ever since I started putting on injuries in these rebuilds, it's made it a little bit tougher. In the final season, I'll get an annoying injury. If you watch the Chicago Bulls rebuild recently, I had our best player, or second best player, our best scorer, get hurt for the whole playoffs. But this one today is the reason why I'm terrified of this. Welcome to the LA Clippers rebuild. Yeah, so this is the team with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the two most load management players in the league, or at least number one in Kawhi. And their window is not that large. We have Kawhi at 31, Paul George at 32, John Wall at 32, Norman Powell at 29, Zubac, bright spot at 25, Marcus Morris 33, Reggie Jackson 32, Covington 32, Mann and Kennard are both 26, but Batum's 34. Like, this team is old. There is no sugarcoating it at all. But this roster is also very deep. And it's going to look a lot different right now than it will come playoff time. But if injuries do happen, we are chilling for the long run. So I'm going to start Marcus Morris. I know Moussa Bates had some playing time as well, but does 2K not even have him on their roster, or is he currently in the G League? Okay, he's currently in the G League, but he's 20 years old, and I think I'm just going to let him develop down there. But he could be helpful for us in the long term. And the Clippers have kind of been all over the place this season with their minute allocation. I would like Terrence Mann to get a lot. I don't think I'm going to play Nicholas Batum a ton of minutes. Robert Covington is probably not going to be in their rotation as of now. I want Kennard to get a bunch of minutes. Man, this is really going to be tough. So we're going to have a 10-man rotation. I think Wall at 26 is fine for the regular season to try to mitigate injuries. Kawhi at 32, Paul George at 32. They're obviously going to go up come playoff time. But for right now, that's what it's going to look like. We'll probably have 24 to Marcus Morris, 28 to Zubac, 27 to Powell. Maybe we'll do 25 man, 21 Kennard, 15 Jackson, 10 Batum. So if injuries do happen, either Rocco will go in there or we'll just kind of give other players more minutes. Let's see how this season goes. We could be a trade deadline team 100%. We also don't have any draft capital. All right, so Marcus Morris breaks his right toe. He's the first injury that happens, not Kawhi. Oh, and also I didn't really go to the shot tendencies too much, so this will be interesting. I think I want George and Kawhi to be in the 90s. John Wall's probably going to go down to like a low 80s. That's fine. Powell, I think I'd rather him. Like him and Wall could be at a 78 apiece. Zubac, even up that to a 60. Marcus Morris, 70's fine. Terrence Mann, I'd like that to go up to probably a 70 as well. Reggie Jackson, that doesn't need to be that high. He could be at a 65. I mean, Rocco never decides to shoot the ball in 2K. He can go up a little bit there. Same with Kennard. Batum, I guess we should have him go up a little bit as well. I mean, I'd like Amir Coffey to get some minutes, maybe even Brandon Boston. And 2K does not like the Clippers in the simulation so far. We have fallen below 500 since we started this sim. All right, so did we get any All-Stars? Oh boy, no Clipper All-Stars this year. I mean, they're probably on pace to look like that in real life. We are 27 and 29. And like I said, our window is not long. What is going on? Like, we're getting blown out. Kawhi. Oh, does 2K hate Kawhi? What is going on with Kawhi? Paul George. All right. I'm not sure what we need to do, but we have to do something. All right, I think I'm going to make this trade with the Phoenix Suns. We're giving them Marcus Morris and Brandon Boston, so they get a nice young piece there. We are getting Cameron Payne on the way back, who I could flip, or we could look to move Reggie Jackson and Dario Saric, who I don't think would be in the rotation, but is an expiring contract. Both these guys are expiring. Cameron Payne does have a team option next year, but at least we won't have to pay Morris $16 million next year, and that can allow some minutes to free up. And we are going to be sending Reggie Jackson and a second-round pick to the Hornets for Mason Plumlee. So welcome to LA Plumlee. He's going to be our backup center. So this frees up a little bit of minutes. I'm no longer going to be playing Nicholas Batum. He makes $11 million next year. A lot more valuable in real life than he is in this game, but he is not going to play. I think I'm going to try Kawhi at the 4, and I'm going to start Luke Kennard. Yeah, Norman Powell will remain as a 6-man. It's going to look like this. I want to give Kennard about 30 minutes, or about 28. 28 to John Wall. I want to go 35 to George and Kawhi. 29 to Powell. Terrence Mann probably can go down to 22 minutes. Nicholas Batum isn't playing, and then I do want to give Cam Payne the 8th man minutes, and Mason Plumlee, the 9th man minutes. Plumlee can get 20. We're going to do 15 to Payne. It looks a little bit better, I think, the team, in my opinion. It's still not great at all, but, it was worth a shot to try to do something to salvage this team. I don't know if there's anything I want to do in contract extensions at the moment. No, it doesn't look like it. So I will see you guys at the end of the year, unless a big injury happens. I'm going to up Kawhi and Paul George's shot tendency to 99 apiece. Hopefully that changes something with the squad. Maybe we lower Mans a little bit. We lower Powell. We lower Wall. And those guys are the 1 and 2. We'll see, though. I'm not confident about this team. I mean, it's getting a little bit better. We have won. Oh, that was actually a nice winning streak. We won 2 games before the All-Star break, and then we won, 5 out of our first 6 after, and then we just dropped in a game to the Raptors. But at least we're trending in the right direction. We're 34-34. As long as we can maybe be a play-in tournament team, and that's somewhat healthy for the playoffs, we could be chilling. Like, all our games are close. Like a 2-point L against the Warriors, a 6-point win against the Magic, 7-point L against the Blazers, then a couple blowouts there. Ugh, okay. As I hop in saying we're doing well, we are just blowing our season. And I don't think we have our first round pick, or if we have a first round pick, it's a swap. Luka MVP, Banchero Rookie of the Year, 6-man goes to Tyus Jones, Depoy Giannis, Most Improved Trey Jones, Joe Mazzulla Coach of the Year. No Clippers on the first 5 teams or 4 teams, including the all-defensive first team, but we do get Paul George on all-defensive second team. I hate to say it, but if we do get eliminated, I think we have to think about moving on from Paul George, just because we can get something for him. And is Kawhi washed? Nobody's going to really want Kawhi. I mean, I can look to move him. But we need assets. It's Battle of LA here in round 1 of the play-in tournament, not even the playoffs. I think Plumlee's going to get about 15 minutes tonight. I don't really know who a weak spot is. I mean, like, Terrence Mann wasn't bad, but he's going to get 15 as well. I think I'm going to go about 18 minutes to Cameron Payne. Norman Powell's solid, but he's going to go down to 26. I'm going to give Zubats 30 minutes a night. Let's see. John Wall. Oh, he wasn't good. 52% true shooting. Okay, you know what? Do I start Cameron Payne over him? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It's do or die. He's going to get 18 minutes. Cameron Payne is going to get 28. How did Kennard shoot from 3? 44%. Let's do 38 to George, 38 to Kawhi. Let's see if we can do that. Let's do 30 to the backcourt. I'm literally playing Cameron Payne over John Wall. That's how bad John Wall was for us throughout the regular season. Can we beat the Lakers in the Staples Center? It is a road game. Even if we were the home team, it'd be a road game for us no matter what. It's close. We're up by 4. 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and it looks like we have a very nice fourth quarter, and we end up winning by 11. Paul George with 25, 5, 7, and 2. We are alive. Kawhi, 18 points. I don't know why he doesn't shoot the ball more. LeBron did get hurt maybe in that game, it looks like. Now we're taking on another California team in the Golden State Warriors, who have Ben Simmons, Lonnie Walker, Wiggins, Draymond, Wiseman. No Curry. He is hurt. Wow. What trades did they make this season? They traded Kevon Looney for Lonnie Walker and Klay Thompson for Ben Simmons and Edmund Sumner. Yeah, that checks out. Let's see how this game goes. Who's going to be going on to the 8 seed? We have a very good first half. Yeah, I would say it's a very good first half. We blow it a little bit in the third, but we take it back towards the end. And we don't choke it away in the fourth quarter. We win by 3, and the LA Clippers are in the playoffs this year. Boy, oh boy, is this team going to get swept in round 1 by the Pelicans. All right, here we go. What is this going to even look like? Game 1, we lost by 3. Come on. Paul George at 29. Zubats 20. Kawhi, you want to do anything more, please? Shoot the ball more. Okay, we win game 2 by 5. We split the games in New Orleans. I will take that. Paul George gives me 38. Kawhi 3 for 11. We see he's averaging 8.5 assists. Game 3, Mason Plumlee breaks his nose. He's fine. We win it. Let's go. We win it by 1. Paul George with 24. Kawhi with 19. Kennard with 16. Game 4, they tie it up. Oh, my God. We give up 162 points. I thought we were one of the better defending teams in the league. They win Game 5 by a ton. Do or die for us in Game 6. Cameron Payne, severe left ankle sprain. Okay. Amir Coffey, welcome to the playoff rotation. Let's see what happens here in Game 6. We end up losing. Maybe it was the campaign effect. John Wall was horrible. All right. I know he's under contract, I believe. Can I see that? Team option. I'm going to pick that up and then trade him. So I don't know if it's a Kawhi thing. Because Paul George was phenomenal for us in the playoffs. Maybe we just look to move Kawhi, and that's the long-term solution. Tatum, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Zion, Western Conference Finals MVP. And the Celtics win in 7. Tatum is your Finals MVP. Not going to lie, this Clippers rebuild, trying to do it realistically, might be one of the hardest rebuilds in 2K23. Like, this team with its future is very bleak. And like I said, like, the window is not long. So if they don't win in year 1, it's going to be tough throughout the rest of the video, or at least the rest of the normal rebuild length. Our pick is going to be going to the Thunder at 15, but luckily the Thunder weren't much better, and we're going to have their pick at 18. So at least we have something in this draft. We're going to keep Ty Lue as our head coach, hire Damian Logan as our head scout. We're going to pick up Gus Wesley as a domestic scout, as well as Paris Nance and Herbert Morris. We do need to hit on this draft pick because we don't have a lot going for us right now. If we look at our future draft picks, we don't have our first next year. We have another swap worse, and we don't have our first in 2026. Oh my goodness, this team's draft capital situation is horrible in the long term. I would be nervous as hell if I was the Clippers front office or even a fan of this team if they don't win it all this year, which is going to be tough because they don't look great at the start of the season. They just need to be fully healthy for the playoffs. But like I said, we maybe need to move Kawhi. Do we send him back to Toronto? Only have one offer. I do have 9 offers for Paul George, Jrue Holiday, Kevin Porter Jr. Oh, he ended up in Milwaukee. Zach LaVine, 28 at least. Maybe we give them Kawhi. Kawhi for LaVine, and then they would have DeRozan and Kawhi. 2 former Raptors and Spurs forwards. I don't know about that. Utah, they would not want Paul George. Kings, probably not. Knicks, no. Pelicans, no. Raptors, maybe. Maybe we could do something like that. But I think I want to keep Paul George at least for one more year. It's like about moving Kawhi, which is going to be tough to do. So let's see if anybody would take any of these guys. So we're actually going to send Robert Covington to the Bucks for Jordan Noah, who is 24 still. And we're going to be sending Nicholas Batum to the Minnesota Timberwolves for Josh Minott. Yeah, we're saving money. He is making 1.7 mil next year, but at least we're getting off the 11.7 Batum contract. And I gave Rocco and Batum to contending teams. Don't worry. I'm also going to be sending Terrence Mann and pick 39 to the Indiana Pacers for Buddy Hield. So they get a younger wing for a still rebuilding team. And we do have to give up the 39th pick, but we get one of the better three-point shooters in the league in Buddy Hield. And you know what? Lastly, we are going to call up the Milwaukee Bucks once again. And we're going to be trading them Norman Powell for Kevin Porter Jr. Since they do have Jrue Holiday at the 1, I don't really know what they gave up for... They have Portis and Lopez. I'm going to look up to see what they gave up. But yeah, Powell for Porter Jr. We get younger at the point guard position. Like I said, I don't want John Wall back. And can I actually look to see what that trade was? We just made 4 trades. I told you I had to make a lot of moves. I don't think any of them were too crazy. It was Grayson Allen a second. Wow, that's a steal for Milwaukee. But we got Porter Jr. on our team now. And whoa! Cam Whitmore goes 1 above Scoot Henderson and Victor Wembanyama. So the 9th overall pick was traded for Jalen Brunson. New York, what are you doing? Keontae George just went. I mean, that was, I guess, like 7 picks before me. That would have been a nice selection. All right, so under contract right now, we have a ton of players. And I plan on making my pick here. I am looking at Brandon Miller out of Alabama. I think that is going to be my selection here with the 18th overall selection. I'm hoping he's a solid overall. 73, not great. We are going to be picking up the team option on John Wall, but going to look for a trade for him. I'm going to pick up the team option on Cameron Payne as well. I think he's going to be our backup point guard next year. I'm going to decline the team option on Jason Preston. Musa Diabate I'm going to bring back, though. So free agency, I don't even know if we have anybody that we want to bring back. Saric and Moses Brown, probably not. I don't even think Moses Brown wants to come back. I mean, Saric would cost me a little bit, but I'm not going to go after him. Affordable guys, yeah, like we can get some wings, but it's all veterans at this point. We might just go for a backup center if we don't want to play debate, but you know, I'm going to sign up for the rest of the season. So yeah, it's going to be Zubac debate. We'll have Kawhi maybe start at the 4. We have a ton of talent here. We have guards, and yeah, I'm going to move John Wall as my last trade of the offseason, and this was a very trade frenzy offseason. And you know what? I'm going to try to make a trade with the Toronto Raptors. We're going to give them John Wall. They're going to give me Chris Boucher. I don't know if I could steal like maybe a second rounder, maybe 2 seconds out of this as well, because they do seem to value John Wall at a high level. So they are going to agree to that trade. That's what I'm talking about. And yeah, this is not what I wanted to see at all, this team. I'm not excited about this upcoming season. All right, so if we look here into the 2024 season, it's going to be KPJ, George, Leonard, Boucher, Zubac. I don't mind that front court. Buddy Hield, Campaign, Kennard off the bench, and then Brandon Miller will get that last spot for now. So Musa Diabate will be the first one in, probably with an injury. I'd like to develop Brandon Miller this year, so him and Cameron Payne are going to get 17 minutes a night. Kennard can get 23, 30 to Hield, 28 to Zubac, 28 to Boucher, 35 Kawhi, 35 George, 27 Porter Jr. I think we'll do 28 to Hield, and then 27 to the front court, and then 31 to Porter Jr. I'm a little nervous to see how this team is going to do this year. We will see. Anybody down for a contract extension? Luke Kennard? No, because he has a team option at 14 mil. Like, we'll probably decline that and then sign him for a cheaper deal. Brandon Miller just got a torn triceps. He's out 2 to 4 months. Brutal. And he was having a nice start to his rookie season. I mean, we've been around a 500 team throughout the whole season. It's not been great. Not been super confident building, like, at all. I mean, we're 14 and 14. We're probably going to be a buyer at the deadline unless we just plummet, and then I could see if anybody wants Kawhi or Paul George. But right now, we're 16 and 15. I'm sure we're going to end around 41 and 41 on the season. But this is us at like full strength, basically. Yeah, we're missing Brandon Miller, but it's not like we're missing Porter Jr., Porter Jr., Kawhi, or Paul George. Because if one of those happens, like one of those players goes down, we're probably screwed. And there it is, Paul George, lower right leg stress fracture. He's out 2 to 4 months. That is brutal. I think I'm going to start. Oh my God, buddy healed. Really? You're going to be playing like that for me? That's brutal. All right, we're going to start Kennard. I think I'm going to even lower Paul George I'm going to lower Buddy Hield's minutes to 25. All right, with Paul George out, we've kind of been playing better. We're 30 and 21 at the moment. I don't think we're going to have any All-Stars this year. Yeah, looking at this, we do not have any All-Stars. Just kidding, I am blind. Kawhi, I don't think he was an All-Star last year, but he's playing much better this year, which is nice to see. And there goes Chris Boucher. He's only 1 to 2 weeks, though. All right, so we just have one more game before the deadline. Can we beat the Pelicans on the road? Oh, that would have been nice if we've lost 2 straight games to them. So let's look at the stats on the season before I make any decisions at the deadline. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are both averaging 21 points. George is out 6 to 8 more weeks. KPJ about 15 and 6. Not too bad. 34 from 3 is not great. I mean, he's not had the best season in the world. Luke Kennard, though, he's been really good. 44 from 3, 88 from the line, 14 points. Buddy Hield's been a little bit of a disappointment to start the season, but he's been much better as of late, shooting 37 from 3, 80 from the line. Zubac's averaging a double-double as well. There's Chris Boucher with 8.8 points, 7.4 rebounds. Oh, the efficiency's been crap. All right. Well, now I'm kind of regretting that John Wall trade because I did have slightly better offers, but for non-power forwards, Brandon Miller has been solid. 38% from 3, but a 50% true shooting. I mean, the 41% from the field is not great. So if we were going to look for a trade, it'd be maybe an upgrade at the power forward position over Chris Boucher. I mean, Cameron Johnson's on the block, but I don't think we're looking for another three-point specialist. Jordan Poole's on the block. I mean, if they're trying to shed cap, we can make a massive trade with them. I don't even know, and I'd make Jordan Poole my point guard. I don't even know if that would really work. Like, Jordan Poole, he's 24. He's having a good season. I mean, he'd be a massive upgrade for us, but he would cost me Brandon Miller and Kevin Porter Jr. I would make him the point guard. I would. Kawhi, Buddy Hield, Brandon Miller. Okay, that is something I am very intrigued in. And then we could have a Porter Jr., Poole, George, Kawhi, Zubac's lineup for the playoffs. Okay, so they definitely want to shed money off the luxury tax. Like, that is their idea with this trade. I'd have to give up a first-round pick. I don't want Udoka Azubuike, but does he have to be in this trade? He does not. So can we take out the first-round pick? And I would do Buddy Hield. You get a good three-point shooter to also help you contend. And you get Brandon Miller, who probably has a lot of potential. I don't think like somebody like Amir Coffey or maybe Jordan Nowak gets that done. Yeah, no. Brandon Miller, he definitely has potential. He's a top prospect in real life. Let's see if they accept this trade for Jordan Poole. They want Musa Daibe in the second. You give me Udoka Azubuike. We have to do this trade. All right, so that inserts Jordan Poole into the lineup. I know we didn't need like another score, but honestly, it won't hurt. Now, the bench isn't great. Udoka Azubuike is going to be the backup center, who I am fine with. And we still could be in the market for another big man. But we'll get Paul George back. Boucher's out right now. Who's starting at the power forward spot? Josh Minot still? Yeah, it's not very good. I really need Boucher back. I don't think I'm going to make another trade. I mean, Kawhi's on for an extension. I don't think I even want to touch that. Payne and Kennard already knew that. If I were to look to move maybe Amir Coffey and Jordan Nowak, could I get a power forward? Joshua Primo putting up one of the best stat lines of all time and also making $7 million a year. Yeah, I'm going to make this trade for Dean Wade and a first-round pick, Amir Coffey and Jordan Nowak for a 2028 first, and we get Dean Wade, who's going to be a good three-point shooting power forward. Not like a great option, but definitely better than Josh Minot at the moment. So let's slide him in there. We do have Isaiah Thomas, who's going to get 12 minutes. I mean, all these guys are kind of hurt at the moment, so I guess I don't even think it's going to be Isaiah Thomas. So it'll be Josh Minot for now. We're definitely going to have to sign somebody. It's going to be Jalen McDaniels. He could be in the rotation if injuries happen. So that's our final team. I made a lot of trades in the last, I didn't mean it. Did I just have the CPU adjust that? That's annoying. Like, Steve Ballmer is our owner, one of the richest owners in all of professional sports and one of the richest people in the world. So I'm not worried about the luxury tax. I'm taking on Jordan Poole. And if we look at our salary cap table or salary cap breakdown, It's a lot of money right now. But I mean, that KPJ contract is fairly solid, and Kennard's got that team option. So everybody's fully healthy. This is the rotation for now. I think it will change for the playoffs. But right now we have KPJ at the 1, George and Kawhi on the wings. Boucher still starting, but only getting 20 minutes a night. Zubac at the 5. Jordan Poole being that 6th man role, 34 minutes. Then we have Kennard getting 23, 17 to Payne, 10 to Dean Wade, 10 to Azubuike. I need Azubuike to come off the bench, get some rebounds. Dean Wade to come off the bench, get some threes. We are good for now. I'm really hoping we stay relatively healthy for the remainder of the regular season. As I say that, Zubac pulls his left hamstring. He can play through it, though. All right, Cameron Payne sprains his left finger. He's out 1 to 2 weeks on the last day of the season. That hurts just a little bit. So Luka Doncic wins MVP once again. Victor Wembanyama is your Rookie of the Year for the San Antonio Spurs. John Wall, of course, has a solid season for the Raptors. I mean, 53% true shooting isn't great. He does win 6th man of the year, though. 15 and 7 off the bench. Giannis gets Depoy. Emmanuel quickly most improved. JB Bickerstaff Coach of the Year. I don't know if we're going to get anybody on an All-NBA team. We do not. The Lakers did get 2 players. Did we get anybody on an all-defensive team? We do not. Once again, does Brandon Miller get an all-rookie team? No, just nothing here. So we are the 4th seed, taking on the 5th-seeded Blazers in round 1 of the playoffs. The team that took Cameron Whitmore over Wemby and Scoot Henderson with the number 1 overall pick. I mean, he's good, but what are you doing? Imagine adding Wemby to this team. Here were the season stats. Paul George was our leading scorer, then Kawhi, Jordan Poole, Kevin Porter Jr., Luke Kennard, Zubac, and then Cameron Payne, who will miss the first couple games of round 1, it looks like. So Azubuike's going to get 10 minutes. I think Dean Wade might get like 12 minutes for round 1. Kennard could get 25. Poole, 36. I don't even know what I'm doing here. 37 to Kawhi, 37 to George, 32 to Porter, 31 to Zubac. Do I want to start Poole? You know what? I think we will. And we're going to put Kawhi at the 4. It's kind of risky, but we're going to do it. Game 1 against the Blazers, we lose. Okay, by 7 in overtime. I mean, we're a little bit undersized, but Kawhi could guard Jeremy Grant, who's also the power forward. I mean, Kawhi's what, 6'7"? How tall is Jeremy Grant? I mean, he had 26. He's only 6'8". We're chilling. Game 2, we end up winning by 8. We drop 135. Paul George with 43. Kawhi with 26. Poole at 12 assists. Game number 3, we end up losing by 8 on the road. Game number 4, don't go down 3-1. Cameron Payne is back. Let's go. Dean Wade just can't shoot in the playoffs, and I'm going to lower Boucher's minutes. We're going to give Cameron Payne about 16 a night. Game 4 must win. We end up winning by 15 on the road. KPJ and Paul George combined for 46 points. Game 5, we end up winning. Let's go. We're up 3-2. Holy crap, we blow them out by 26 points. Kawhi, the old Kawhi. 38, 7, 7, and 3. Paul George, 24, 4, and 6, 17, and 15 for Zubac. Game number 6, we end up losing by 18. Okay, can we not lose game 7? Paul George, sore left knee. Oh, we don't need no load management in the playoffs. This is must-win game 7 at home at the Crypto.com Arena. Ugh, we're getting outscored by 8 here in the 3rd. Oh, we're down by 6. Oh, we're choking it. Come on, don't choke it. Oh my god. We get outscored 67-50 in the second half. And that absolutely kills our season. So once again, 2nd year in a row, we get bounced in round 1. John Morant, Western Conference Finals MVP. Cade, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. And the Pistons in year 2 win it all. Wow. LeBron ends up retiring. I guess it makes the Western Conference a little bit easier. Chris Paul retired as well, former Clipper. We do not have our first round pick. That is going to go to the Thunder at 23. I don't have any other team's first round picks or anything. We're going to keep Ty Lue around still. This rebuild is tough, man. This rebuild is tough. So, Kawhi and Paul George are both up. I mean, we're paying Jordan Poole a lot of money. I'm like, do I make Poole the point guard and trade Kevin Porter Jr. for like a true power forward if I can even find one? All right, we're going to call up the Utah Jazz. We're going to be giving them Kevin Porter Jr. and Chris Boucher. Welcome back to the Clippers, Mason Plumlee. But we're making a trade for Christian Wood to either go to the power forward spot or be our starting center next year. Jordan Poole will now be the full-time point guard. Does he go down in overall? No, he doesn't change. So he's going to be the point guard next season. We have like the 53rd pick in the draft. Oh, I don't even know. I'm going to take the youngest guy. There's one 18-year-old. Why not? Maybe he could develop in the G League or something by the end of this rebuild because who knows how long this is going to take me. He's a 69. I mean, he's not terrible. Team player options. We're going to... Okay, wow. We're going to decline the option on Kennard, but re-sign him. George opts into 48 mil, but Kawhi opts out of 48 mil. I don't want to bring back Azubuike for 5.8. I mean, right now, Kawhi we can bring back. He's got a 1-year, $22 million deal from the Rockets. I mean, how much money do I even have? I don't really have any money with Paul George coming back, unless I say F it and blow it up for a year. I would if we had our first round pick next year, but we don't. So we are going to bring back Kawhi on a 2-year deal. 37 mil a year. I'm not doing anything more than that, and he should accept that. Yeah, he does. We're not going to renounce the rights on Kennard. If I could bring him back as well, I'd like to. Yeah, for the minimum, why wouldn't I? Campaign as a backup point guard. We'll give him a 2-year deal as well. And we're looking for more big man depth at the moment. Drew Eubanks, I wouldn't mind that, but Thomas Bryant, that would be a nice pickup to be a backup center for us. And he accepts that deal. I mean, we did have Mason Plumlee on the team, but whatever. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys. I would like to still maybe add a little bit more depth. Maybe we can add Caruso. I would like to add another solid wing, Jalen McDaniels, who we had on the team last year, but he is not interested in re-signing. Oh, you will be, don't worry. Yeah, we're going to sign him for about $12 million for those 2 seasons. We get Caruso on the team, and we do get Jalen McDaniels. So for some reason, Azubuike comes back, even though I didn't even offer him that. Paul George is an 82. Christian Wood regresses. Kawhi regresses. No surprises there. All right, it's year 3, and I feel like this team has not gotten much better because, like, I'm trying to win with Kawhi and Paul George, which is kind of stupid. I wanted to see the free agency market. I mean, like, yeah, I'd love Cole Anthony on this team, but we can't afford him. All right, if I release probably Mason Plumlee, I think. And then I went to the free agent market again. I mean, there's nobody I can really afford. I wish there was, like, an affordable section. I mean, even if I went to Jalen Noel and I offered him a deal, like, I can only offer the minimum. Yeah, I was just curious to see. So it's going to be Poole, George, Kawhi, Wood, Zubats, Bryant, Payne, McDaniels, Wade off the bench. Okay, so instead of Wade, I guess we'll play McDaniels over him. I'd like to give Kennard the 6-man minutes, 17. We do about 20 there. Kennard, I mean, I'd like for him to get about a little more. Am I giving minutes to somebody? Why do I feel like I don't have a lot of minutes on this roster? I don't know. Oh, Thomas Bryant's getting 25, duh, so then I don't need to play Azubuike. McDaniels 15, 18 to Payne, probably 18 to Thomas Bryant as well. We could do 23 to Kennard. And we'll do 24 to Kennard, 28 to Zubats. We'll do 31 to Wood. We'll do 34 to Kawhi, 34 to George, and then we'll do, honestly, 36 to Poole, maybe 33 to Wood. We'll see what those guys can do. Let's see Wood's shot tendency. We can up that. We can even lower, like, George's and Kawhi's now. Like, we could see if Poole and Wood can take that step. And if I were to move Wood to a power forward, he actually goes up, so we're going to make that change. And I also do have to make Jordan Poole's secondary position a shooting guard, and same with Christian Wood's secondary position being power forward, or excuse me, being center. I always forget that Christian Wood went to the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. It's not one of a lot of players there, because everybody remembers just, like, Anthony Bennett. All right, he gets hurt already. Nice. All right, well, Cameron Payne dislocates his right patella. He is out 2 to 4 months. I mean, he's been okay for us, nothing crazy. So I think, yeah, Caruso's probably just going to get those minutes. He'll get about 15. I'll give McDaniels about 18 now. We're 11-8 to start the season through our first 19 games. I think what I should have did was just give Kawhi a 1-year deal, and then him and George's contracts both would have been up this offseason. I think if I had my first-round pick, I would have, like, even let Kawhi walk last year, but I don't. I mean, this team is 16-20. It's not going anywhere. This is one of my tougher rebuilds, man. It really is, because who would want Kawhi at this point, right? Like, he's making $37 million. I mean, I'll look at his efficiency. I'll look at his defensive numbers and his grade, and maybe he's still a valuable player. Paul George will be gone at the end of the year. I think his time in LA is done. And I think I just put myself in purgatory, basically. Back-to-back first-round exits. They weren't getting any bit younger, yeah. I mean, Caruso pretty bad offensively since replacing Cameron Payne. McDaniels has been solid, though. Maybe I should kind of start him at one point. Thomas Bryant's been good. Do I start him over Zubats? No, I like Zubats' game, man. I do. Christian Wood is averaging 18 and 10. Kawhi's averaging 15 points. Paul George, not bad. Probably would have some trade value, but it's just he's making a lot of money, so it's kind of tough. Maybe I shouldn't have done that Kevin Porter Jr. for Christian Wood trade. All right, so it's the trade deadline. We are 25-31. I don't know what to do. Does anybody want Kawhi? Okay, 20 different teams want Kawhi. We could do this trade with the Bucks, which might be our way out because Holiday and Hield are, well, Hield's only making $6 million, and he's pretty good. But Holiday's a free agent at the end of the year. Yeah, so we could do this trade and just have a clean cap sheet, kind of no Paul George, no Kawhi in the offseason. That's a possibility. Miles Turner's also interesting from the Indiana Pacers because they have Halliburton, but they do have Mathurin. They got Nick Smith. Yeah, no, I don't think they would do that. Yeah, I think that's really the only trade that makes sense out here. Unless we got like Terry Rozier. Not great either, but he's in the final year of his deal. I mean, he's probably better than... And he's got a team option at least. Cody Martin also has a team option. Do the Hornets, I guess, want some more talent around LaMelo Ball? They probably would do something like this. All right, so we are going to send... I mean, the Bucks do have Giannis, so maybe they'd probably want to do that trade a little bit more. And they have De'Aaron Fox, so they would have, yeah, like Kawhi, Fox, Giannis, Portis. Like, that's a good team. I don't know if they need to throw in Buddy Hield to make the money work. I don't think so. Could I get a first round? Of course, you don't have a first round pick. Do you have any young players that I'd like on my team? DJ Stewart, not really. I mean, could I get Marjon Beauchamp from you? Probably not, but it's worth a shot. Okay, no, I can. So yeah, I have traded Kawhi Leonard. I probably should have did that a whole year ago. It is what it is. And now I think we look to move Paul George if a team does want him. I mean, he's making $48 million, so it's tough. Rudy Gobert for Paul George is interesting. But I think Gobert, does he have a player option next year? Oh, yeah, not trading for Gobert, I'll tell you that. All right, so the only offer would make sense is probably Norman Powell and Capella, but I don't really want any longer deals. So yeah, Paul George will be staying on this team for the remainder of the season. We are going to start Jalen McDaniels. I want to see what he can do. Zubats will still stay started. Brian and Kennard can get 24 minutes apiece. Jrue Holiday, I'm going to release. I mean, I don't know if we should release Jrue Holiday. Yeah, you know what? I think that knocks Cameron Payne out of the rotation, at least for the remainder of the year until any injuries happen. I mean, he's not going to start or anything, but he could get about 21 minutes a night, come off the bench, just play some good defense for us. I mean, who knows? Maybe this team plays better without Kawhi and Leonard. Probably not. I wouldn't think so. Paul George would come back for $22 million. Nope. I'm going to have that clean cap sheet going into next year. The only player that we are paying, I believe, will be Jordan Poole. $33 million. Oh, I'm an idiot. Biggest idiot in the world. I didn't realize that Christian Wood had an extension. I mean, it will be possible to trade, but I might not have that much cap space. I also was going to do that trade because I wanted to sell my soul for another front court guy. And maybe I move Christian Wood to the center spot next year. Yeah, so this team is not going to do well. Paul George gets hurt. I wish we had our first round pick, but we don't. I'm hoping the Thunder are bad, but I'd assume they're pretty good, right? Because I think we do have a swap with them. They're 53-23. We're going to be one of the worst teams in the Western Conference. And then we're also not going to have our first round pick, which is just amazing. I mean, yeah, I don't even think we're good enough to be in the play-in tournament. Winning, what was that, like 32 games? Just a horrible season. We do get Paul George an all-defensive second team. Yeah, we weren't even in the play-in tournament. The Thunder. Oh my God, man. This Clippers rebuild is tough. I mean, luckily, we still are an LA team, but can Jordan Poole and Christian Wood lead me to a championship? Probably not. And it's going to be a Cavs-Rockets finals. Jabari Smith versus Darius Garland. And the Cavs win in 7 with Garland being your finals MVP. A couple big names retiring. And Russell Westbrook, Brooke Lopez. Russ heads to the Hall of Fame. I've never seen a more dead even poll I put on my community tab, as well as on Twitter. Who do you think is a better player all time, Russell Westbrook or Chris Paul? Everybody is split down the middle on that. And yeah, watch that Clippers pick at 6 move up into the top 3. It actually drops to 7, which is, I guess, nice. And we have picked 27 in this draft. I don't think I realized how tough this rebuild was going to be. We're going to keep Ty Lue. He just has good ratings, so I don't want to let him walk. All right, so looking at who's under contract. Campaign, Dean. I can't believe I'm paying that much money to Dean Wade. If I can get off that Dean Wade contract right now, I'd take it. Yeah, I mean, the Rockets are one of the best teams in the NBA. They'll give me their 2027 unprotected first. They'll be good then. So it's like a late 20s pick for Dean Wade, which I think is good value for us. So with our late first round pick, we ended up drafting Derek Stevens, who's a 75 overall power forward, 19 years old too. Marjon Beauchamp, I'm going to bring back, I think. Actually, no, I'm not even going to pick up that team option, which is crazy. He's 24. I don't think he'd be good for us. Luke Roberts, I feel like I should pick it up. All right, there is a star-studded free agency class. I mean, I kind of wish I don't have that Christian Wood contract, but let's just see how much money we would be off from signing a Jason Tatum. About $3 million. Giannis, about $3 million. We could go out and offer Donovan Mitchell a deal. Have Donovan Mitchell and Jordan Poole. I mean, I don't mind moving Jordan Poole back to the... he's better at a point guard. I mean, Christian Wood and Thomas Bryant could be our front court. We just don't have any depth. That's the problem. We do have a bunch of free agents. Zubats, 13 mil. I mean, we could wait on some of these guys. Kennard, I mean, I would get Kennard back on the minimum deal. He's so worth it. I mean, unrestricted guys, I'm not getting Tatum. I'm not getting Giannis. I mean, I could offer Mitchell a deal. He's got nice deals from the Rockets and from the Knicks, obviously. Next best guy is Brandon Ingram. I don't want Markkanen. I mean, I don't mind Desmond Bane here. He wouldn't cost me as much, and he's a great system fit. I mean, is a team of Jordan Poole, Desmond Bane, Christian Wood, and Thomas Bryant winning a championship? No, I don't think so. So let's offer Donovan Mitchell a deal. See if he accepts it and would come here to LA. He doesn't. Great. So we're going to renounce the rights on Paul George. I'm going to renounce it on Josh Minot, Caruso, Azubuike, Holiday, Beauchamp. Everybody but Zubats, because I would still like to bring him back. Mitchell signs with the Rockets. So I think I'm going to wait till after moratorium to see if anybody slips through the cracks. And we'll see. So after moratorium, Donovan Mitchell ends up back here. What a surprise. Jason Tatum is here. I mean, I don't think Jason Tatum... Oh, we do have enough money to offer Jason Tatum a deal, so we might as well offer him a deal. Maybe he wants to come to LA. We'll offer Donovan Mitchell a deal. Scotty Barnes maybe would sign with us as well. We can offer Scotty Barnes a deal. Can't hurt. Would be a little bit cheaper than everybody else. So let's wait, and we don't get any of the top guys. Ugh, Tatum goes to the Jazz over us, really? Mitchell goes back to the Cavs. So can we get Scotty Barnes at least? Nope. Oh, no, we can get Scotty Barnes. Okay. I'm going to sign Scotty Barnes. I am. But I don't know if they're going to match it. And they match it. So did I just renounce the rights on Zubats for nothing? Oh, thanks, 2K. I mean, like, do I settle for Bane or do I wait till next year? I might just wait till next year. Wait. Do I have my first round pick this year? Oh, my God, I don't. Oh, my God. The Bulls have it? From what? All right. If I was going to tank this year... let's call up Chicago and let's see what they would want. Okay, yeah, you would give me my first round pick for campaign. I mean, we could do Derek Stevens. I'd rather play him. All right, campaign and that Rockets pick. We get that pick back. All right, that's what we want to do. They don't know I'm trying to tank. All right, and with tanking in mind, we're going to make the Lakers even better, who already have AD and Jaylen Brown. We're taking on Draymond Green, who's making $27 million a year, as long as he doesn't have a player option. Okay, he doesn't. We're going to take on Draymond Green. Nice, right? But we're also getting a first-round pick. We get off of Christian Wood's contract. It's a one-year deal, but he does have a player option, which I'd be nervous that he'd opt into it. And this is like a win-now move from the Lakers. So a cross-town rival trade. I feel like all my trades, or most of them in this video, have been fairly realistic. I just had a voice crack. Yeah, we're tanking. Like I said, we're not going to be very good this year. So I don't really care. I'm just going to sign a bunch of filler guys for the rest of the year. All right, so this is our team. I signed Alexis Pokusevski, and I also signed Trey Murphy to one-year deals, as well as Derek White. Also Otto Porter, Dennis Smith Jr., Karis LeVert as well. We are tanking. I'm going to check out the draft class. Hopefully it's solid. I plan on playing Derek Stevens this ton, who was our first-round pick last year. And if we look at potential draft picks at the moment, mock drafts, Allen Webb looks like the #1 guy, a point guard. I mean, one position we don't want, but we'd take him 100%. I mean, it looks like JT Roberts is pretty good, also a point guard. Whatever, we'll worry about that when the time comes. I doubt we even get the first round pick. I meant the first overall pick. Karis LeVert probably won't be playing. McDaniels, I'd like to start. Well, I guess we do have Pokusevski and Trey Murphy. I'd like to give Stevens a little bit more minutes as well. He can get 27. I mean, Poole can get 36. You could put up numbers. Why not? We didn't bring back Zubats, which was kind of bad of me. And yeah, I guess we'll play... Well, I'd rather play Luke Kennard over Otto Porter just because he's a Clippers legend at this point. So I'll play around with the shot tendencies. I'll only see you guys if I make a trade at the deadline. Like I said, we're not going to really be competing too much this year. I don't know why Trey Murphy has such a low shot tendency. What's up with that? McDaniels, you can have a high one. Derek Stevens, you can have a high one. That's fine. So I'll see you guys at the end of the year, most likely. We're tanking for that #1. Yeah, we were tanking this year. I don't think I've ever tanked this far into a rebuild, but it's gonna happen. It's gotta happen for the Clippers to succeed. I was lucky I was able to trade for my first round pick back. Imagine, oh my God, I don't think I could have waited another year. No way. So Luke Kennard, Bruce right heel got hurt there, yeah. But nobody's been out like too long this season. I mean, Trey Murphy got hurt a little bit. There's Dennis Smith Jr. at the end of the year. We're 17-58. Yeah, we suck. I also re-signed Jordan Poole to a very team-friendly extension worth around $21 million a year, which was very nice for us. LaMelo wins MVP, Herbert McDaniels Rookie of the Year, DJ Wagner 6th Man of the Year. I'm hoping we can draft somebody really good and enticing to play with. We're also in LA market. I mean, we're not the Lakers, but hey, Tatum signing in Utah and Giannis in Sacramento. I think at least some player would want to sign with the Clippers. Shout out to Derek Stevens on all rookie second team. So yeah, we are probably going to have the #1 projected pick for the lottery. most likely not going to get it, or at least, yeah, probably not going to get the number 1 pick in the draft. The Lakers with Christian Wood get swept in round 1 by the Thunder. Thunder are messing us up too, LA. Both LA teams. You have Cavs Rockets in the finals once again, and the Rockets win in 6. Jalen Green is your finals MVP. He only averaged 18 points in that series. Drew Holiday retires. Clipper legend. DeMar and Blake are also getting their jersey retired. All right, so here goes nothing. We have the projected number 1 pick, or at least the highest odds. We'll see if it happens. Pelicans just moved into the top 4. All right, so don't drop me to 5. I think we're going to drop to 5, unfortunately. And the 5th overall pick is the Utah Jazz. Okay, you have Tatum and you're dropping a 5 in this draft. Okay, let's see who drops the 4. And it is the Clippers. All right, I mean, guess we could have dropped to 5. We also have the Lakers pick at 24. All right, so Jordan Poole and Derek Stevens are our only 2 players under contract right now. We do have 2 first-round picks. We also have pick 31, which is nice, and pick 50. So the number 1 pick is Allen Webb. No surprise there. The Damian Lillard successor. JT Roberts goes 2. All right, I didn't want a point guard. Number 3 is Theo Graves out of Butler. So it looks like we could take Okan Demoniak, who is a 79 overall and 21. Like Burke Geiger is 79 overall but 23. I mean, Howard Malone could be the play. Another power forward. I was hoping for a wing. I mean, that could be Lauren Franklin, Alonzo Morris, but I think I'm going to go Okan here with the 4th overall pick. With our next pick, we are going to go most likely Stan Pope, who will be our backup point guard next season. We're going to take Gary McCarthy with pick 31. And yeah, Allen Webb, 82 overall at age 19. Okay, Okan is a 79 overall. I will take that, though. We are going to sign McCarthy and Dale Underwood with pick 50. We are not going to sign. We'll save that a little bit of money for now because we are still going to try to go after a big name free agent. We don't have any pending options, which is nice. We're going to have a pretty open cap sheet. Was hoping to see a little bit more talent hit the option free agency market, but we'll see who's a flat out unrestricted free agent. Not somebody that opted out. Kevin Durant. Okay. Ugh. I don't love what I'm seeing here. I don't. I was hoping for like a star-studded wing, and it's like Ingram again. I mean, Banchero, I'll offer it. Well, another power forward. Do I offer KD a contract? Why? I mean, it's a 1-year deal worth $57 million. We'd have KD, Poole, those young guys that have $20 million left to sign a shooting guard. And, I mean, I'll offer him a deal. I'll offer it. Does he like that deal? I don't know. He's going to take the Rockets' $20 million less offer. I mean, Triple J is nice, but I don't need another power forward. I don't think I'm going to take Steph. I mean, Jabari Smith would be great, but they match it another power forward. I don't really want 36-year-old Jimmy Butler. I don't want Brandon Ingram the way he's playing. I mean, Chet Holmgren, I would love. They definitely match that. I mean, Jaden Ivey, if he became an unrestricted free agent, we could think about him. Anthony Simons, I would also think about. Does he have a real offer? He doesn't. Okay, that could be an interesting one. Let's see. We don't get KD. Holmgren, we're not going to get as well. We are going to renounce the rights on most of these guys, but not everybody. Holmgren goes to the Celtics. What? Okay, he did get matched, though, I was going to say. So, like I said, I wanted to keep an eye on Anthony Simons. Come on, boys. You're really going to go after him again? And then who was the other guy I was even looking at? I don't even remember. So we could try to sneak in and get an Anthony Simons contract done. Like, I would give him 38 mil a year at a flat rate. No trade clause included as well. Can't do that 5th year. He likes that a lot. Okay. Are we going to get Anthony Simons and Jordan Poole to be our backcourt? Yes, we are. Don't know if I love that, but I don't hate it. Welcome to the team, Anthony Simons. Dyson Daniels became an unrestricted free agent. Okay, I mean, he would have been kind of nice. Oh my God, coming off an elite season. He would be a little bit better than probably Anthony Simons for us. We could also sign like a DeAndre Ayton or a Kristaps Porzingis or even a Robert Williams. I mean, looking at our team right now, we're fine at power forward. We need another, we're fine at point guard. So we would like another maybe backup wing or starting small forward, starting center, backup center. Not going to lie, I kind of love Mikal Bridges here on a 2-year deal, but he doesn't want a lot of money. Like, could I get him on a 3-year deal? Maybe front-loaded player option on the last year. I'd even throw in these no trade clauses to make it more enticing. I kind of hope we get him on that. That would be a huge pickup for us. Please, Mikal Bridges. Oh, come on. You're scaring me. All right. It's only a 1-year deal, actually, rather than a 2-year deal. That's fine. I'm going to sign Luke Kennard back on the minimum. And then looking at affordable centers, Jakob Poeltl would be kind of a beastly pickup. Oh, yeah. Let's go after Jakob Poeltl. 3-year deal. Team option on the last year. We're going to pay him up front now, though. And yeah, we should be able to sign him on that. Please. I don't want to give it out. Okay, so let's go. We get him. And lastly, I could sign Trey Murphy back. I love you, 2K. Let's give him a 3-year deal, 15 mil a year. And he's going to be our go-to sixth man. Wait, I even have another mid-level exception to use. I'm going to sign Jusuf Nurkic on that on a 2-year deal. So Nurkic does regress, but I don't hate this team. I mean, I don't love it either. All right, so we have Poole, Simons, Bridges, Ocon, Pirtle, Murphy, Nurkic, Stevens, Pope off the bench. McCarthy can get about 10 minutes. Pope about 14, Stevens about 20, Nurkic about 20, 28 to Murphy, 28 to Pirtle, 30 to Ocon, 30 to Bridges, 31 to Simons, 29 to Poole. I don't love that. I think maybe Garrett McCarthy will be the first one in case anybody gets hurt. I'd like to go 34 to Poole and Simons, and 32 to Bridges. We do want to fix Mikal Bridges' shot tendency because we know it's going to be low. Yeah, we want Anthony Simons to be at like a 93. We want Mikal Bridges to be at an 80. Jordan Poole at a 91 is fine. We could probably lower that a little bit. Pirtle, we can up that to a 60. Murphy's fine at a 75. Nurkic fine. Ocon, let's up him a little bit. Pope, you do not need to be that high. And let's hope this team is maybe a surprise playing tournament team. LaMelo Ball winning MVP. Like, this is like a 10-year rebuild. We're on that pace at this point. I didn't think this was going to be this long of a rebuild. Now we're going to get any Clippers on anything. We didn't make the playoffs, or at least to my knowledge, I don't think we were good enough. We did get Ocon on our rookie first team. I think he will progress pretty good as a player. I'm really hoping we see some player progression. Yeah, we did not make the playoffs. We ended the season as the 11th seed in the Western Conference. So I used a lot of my cap space for the 11th seed. Jordan Poole really hasn't progressed as a point guard. I think he would be on the block in the offseason. Mikal Bridges, I'm hoping opts out, so I at least can clear up a little bit of cap space. Trey Murphy, I mean, I brought back Ocon. Was okay. Cat Barber got a little bit of playing time. There's Derek Stevens, who was all right in year 2. Not a bad player. Pirtle, Nurkic. I mean, I could be silly and trade my first round picks for a player, but I don't really know. It's year 2027. I haven't made it out of round 1 yet, and I feel like we're stuck in purgatory, which we've been, I feel like, throughout this whole rebuild. This has definitely been a challenge. I hope you guys are enjoying this and not always seeing me like maybe win in year 3 or something like that. Because usually when I record these videos, it just turns out like I'm feeling the team in year 1, putting all the pieces together in year 2, and then year 3 is where we kind of start our finals contention. But right now, I think that was just like our peak in year 1, and we've just been going downhill since. Harden, Lillard, and Butler going to the Hall of Fame. Draymond also gets his jersey retired with them. So draft lottery, could we get some crazy luck? We have the 11th projected pick. We're not getting lucky. Yep. We stay at 11. We also have the Rockets pick at 23. I probably should have just tanked for another year. I'm not used to being this bad in 2027. Usually I've been done with these rebuilds 5 years ago. And Trey Murphy dislocated his right patella in April, so I can't even move him if I wanted to. So let's just make our selection at 11. I'm interested to see Malcolm Perry's overall. We're going to take Larry Tate with the 11th overall pick. All right, so Malcolm Perry is an 81 overall. He is 23 years old, though. Larry Tate is a 76. We got Teresa Woods with pick 23. He's a 76. And then Cam Shepard, a 73 with pick 43. Team player options, Bridges opts out. Honestly, don't mind that. Derek Stevens we're bringing back. Gary McCarthy, we will not bring back. No, I'm going to bring him back. He was a 31st pick last year. Let me not be dumb. Oh, Embiid's a free agent. Should have waited. Oh my God, and Luka and Shea are free agents, but I signed Anthony Simons last year. All right, if I think about this stuff, I think if I move Jordan Poole, we could get somebody like that. All right, so we're going to call up, I think it was the Portland Trailblazers. We're going to be sending them Jakob Poeltl for the 14th overall pick last year and a future first round pick. And we're also giving them Jordan Poole. So Jordan Poole was a Clipper for 3.5 seasons, but we are going to have bigger aspirations. Steve Ballmer is getting tired of this. We're going to demand to clear up about $31 million in cap space. Poole on one of the best contracts in the league as he's in his prime. We're getting Giovanni Main, who can fight for center minutes with Teresa Woods and Jusuf Nurkic. Unless we want to send them Jusuf Nurkic back as kind of like a reunion thing. No, I don't think he has that value. I would also give you Nurkic as well as a reunion thing. Yeah, I would. Yeah, take my money from me. Boom. And now I could offer theoretically Luka Doncic a contract. Let's do it. I could offer him that much. Player option, no trade clause. I will offer Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Player option, no trade clause. Trae Young. As much as I don't really want Trae Young, I should offer him a deal. I won't offer him never mind. I will not offer him a deal. I think it's really those three. I mean, I could definitely get Shea as his only offer. I want Luka, though. I don't think I'm getting Luka, unfortunately. But if I can get Shea, that's an upgrade over Jordan Poole. And you got to make those decisions when you can. We get Shea Gilgeous-Alexander as Luka signs with the Sixers. So it looks like Embiid's gone. I mean, I would have loved Luka. Watch him make it after moratorium. But it is what it is. I would have been kind of pissed if he did make it. So right now, we have Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Stan Pope. We have Anthony Simons, Larry Tate, the rookie. We also have Trey Murphy, who could start. We have Ocon and Derek Stevens. We have Teresa Woods. I mean, we could also look at the trade block. I mean, maybe we do have some type of mid-level exception for a center. That could be a value. Mo Wagner, Charles Bassey. Not great options, if we're being honest. So I think we're going to give Maine or Woods the chance. I mean, we're also going risky with Tate, but we are going to start Trey Murphy. So, you know what? I like this team. It's definitely been our best team yet. Who knows? Maybe she can carry us. Maybe we will see some good progression. I will sign a solid third-string center like Thomas Bryant. Welcome back to LA in case one of those guys get hurt or they just flat out suck. Okay. Nice to see Ocon progress. Like, what? Come on. But I don't know. I'm excited to see Shea go. Just wait. I didn't even realize that when I signed Shea. We're the team that drafted him. He comes full circle back to the LA Clippers after spending like 8 years in OKC. So we have Shea and Simons. We have Larry Tate, Ocon. We're going to start Giovanni Maine. We'll have Bryant, Pope, Stevens, and Woods. Maybe McCarthy in there. Or no, like, I think Stevens is going to be the sixth man. Pope wasn't terrible. He's going to get about 18 minutes a night. Maine can get 28. Ocon 30. All right, what's going on here? I got to figure this out. Wait, no, Murphy's not hurt. All right, so with Shea, Simons, Murphy, Ocon, Giovanni Maine, we'll see how he can do. We have Derek Stevens and Larry Tate each getting 24 minutes. Pope and Woods wrapping it out. McCarthy and maybe Bryant. Like, since I already know what Bryant is, he's not going to be in the rotation. They would be the first one in case of an injury. Murphy, 75 is fine. Ocon, 75. Giovanni Maine, that can go up to a 60. Tate, let's see what you can do. Pope, that's fine. Woods, that's fine. Let's see what this roster can do this season. I'm a little nervous, not going to lie. I don't really want another dud of a season. Start off the season 2-0. Simons with 35. Like, maybe this backcourt is going to work out. Maybe he can do something. Home against OKC, who's been a very good team in this video. I mean, yeah, we're basically screwed if Shea Gilgeous-Alexander gets hurt. Okay, and we're 2-3. Don't make me 2-4. I really am never going to win with this team. I literally just traded for or signed Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm 3-6 to start the season. What the hell is going on? All right, so we're 5-10. Is Giovanni Maine like ass? Like, what's going on here? Let's see. Giovanni Maine, 8 points, 5 rebounds. Huh? Teresa Woods, much better. All right, I'm gonna start Woods over Maine. Maine may just be not good. So Woods is gonna start. Maine's gonna get about 12 minutes a night. We also do have that Portland pick, which could end up being good value. Derek Stevens just decides to suck. I mean, Larry Tate might be fine if he just stops taking threes. All right, and we've been a little bit better since I incorporated Woods into the starting rotation. Not by much, though. All right, so it is the 2028 trade deadline. We do have a winning record for maybe the first time in this video at the deadline. We're 31-24. I'm going to see who's on the trade block. I mean, unless it's like a wing. Kyrie's on the block. Levine, Christian Wood, he's back in Dallas. Smart. Benedict Matherin's on the block. I mean, maybe I can get Mathurin. He's averaging 19 points on the season. I mean, that would give us a nice big 3, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get him without giving up Simons or Shea. Like, I'd have to do Trey Murphy. I don't even want to give up Ocon, but I'd probably have to do, like, Thomas Bryant. Yeah, like, it'd have to be, like, a 4-for-1 type trade. I mean, how much money is this? It's about 4. It's about 10. I can trade about 25 million in those 3. Yeah, I'm not going to really find anything that I love on the trade block, unfortunately. All right, we finished the season 48-34. We're at least a playing tournament team. Like, no way that is not a top 10 team in the NBA. I thought that was Brandon Miller for a second. I was like, I wonder what he turned out to be. We do get Shea Gilgeous-Alexander on all NBA second team. He averaged double-digit assists. Nobody wants to score 25+ on our team. Okay, Luka was not normal Luka this year. All right, whoa. Oh, I thought this was an all-defensive team. Teresa Woods, though, all-rookie first team. Not bad. He could hit the 3. How many did he actually attempt this year? He attempted 168 and shot 43%. What? Larry Tate, all-rookie second team. All right. We are the 4th seed taking on the 5-seeded Minnesota Timberwolves. 100,000% a winnable series. DeAndre Ayton has to be playing hurt or something. No way he's regressed down to a 79 overall. Yeah, he's down 7 overall points. All right, yeah, so here are pretty much the stats throughout the season. Let's look at the rotation for the playoffs. I think, why would Giovanni Main get 23 minutes a night? I don't know. He's going to get about 10 minutes a night. Cam Shepard, who was in just because Stan Pope got hurt, is going to be subbed out. Pope's going to get about 15 minutes a night. I think Stevens, he is what he is. He's going to get about 19 minutes. Larry Tate could get about 25, the rookie. I'm going to go 32 to Woods. I'm going to go 32 to Ocon. I'm going to go maybe 30 to Murphy still. Let's do 42 to Shea, 35 to Simons. Simons is really efficient. I think we should be able to beat Minnesota in round 1 and finally get out of round 1 in this video. And we do. Let's go. We end up beating them in 6. And the Jazz beat the Spurs. Shea averages 27 and 11. Simons with 23. Ocon 17 and 10. All right. Now we're taking on the Jazz, who do have Jason Tatum, who I wanted a few years ago. He's shooting 55% from 3. That makes total sense. Game 1, Jazz versus Clippers. This is a rematch of what? The 2021 Western Conference semis. Shea gets a 36-point triple-double. Shout out to Trey Murphy dropping a 31-piece. We end up losing game 2 by 3 in overtime. And Rudy Simon's just 19 points. Damn, a low-scoring game for that to be in overtime as well. We take a 2-1 lead. Nice defensive outing. It's nice to have Shea on your team. We do drop game 4. It's never going to be easy. Definitely not with this team because we're not like that good yet. We end up taking a game 5 victory. All right. Can we win game 6? No, we're going to a game 7, unfortunately. Shea with 8 turnovers in game 6. Teresa Woods with 5. All right. I mean, can you not turn the ball over that much as a center? We're at home, though. We get off to a great start. Up by 14 at the end of the first quarter. And we are blowing it. We're up by 5. Oh, my God. Okay, we end up winning 126-115. And the LA Clippers are in the Western Conference Finals taking on the OKC Thunder, who don't have Shea. I was like, wait, where's Shea? He's on our team. They have Giddey. They have Booker. Booker and Chet is really good. But Xavier Booker's their guy. We win game 1, though. Oh, my God, we blow them out. Chet had a great game. But Ocon, 24 and 9. Let's go. We take game 2. Yes. All right, Giddey at 40 was not enough. Larry Tate with 26 off the bench. We go up 3-0. Yes. Yes. Shea with 37. Come on. Come on. Stevens gets hurt. And we sweep him. Okay. Teresa Woods could play through that injury, but that's not good. Evan Mobley, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Shea, who averages 36, Western Conference Finals MVP. This is the video right here, guys. We are how many years into this? I think 7. This is, I think, my longest non-10-year rebuild in, like, forever. So this was year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is just year 6. Okay. I don't know. Feels longer than that. Let's see, though. Taking on the Cavs. Still have that backcourt. Still have that front court. We tried signing Donovan Mitchell. They win game 1 by 3. I feel like we got to steal these. Game 2. Oh, no. Don't lose game 3. Yes. We're alive. Win by 5. Okay. Game 4. No. Go down 3-1. That game 1, man, that was huge. We needed that. And we end up losing in 5. But I was able to bring this team to the NBA Finals, so we got them back on track at least. I hope you guys did enjoy. That rebuild was tough. Let me know what I should have done differently down below, or maybe give me your thoughts on a Clippers rebuild. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.